The chamber buzzed with low murmurs, a symphony of alien languages blending into a single hum of condescension. At the center of the circular room, the alien general rose, his towering form draped in ornate armor that shimmered like liquid metal. His 3 glowing eyes scanned the assembly of galactic leaders, his mandibles clicking rhythmically as he spoke. "Humans," he began, his voice carrying an edge of disdain, "are nothing but cowardly creatures clinging to their fragile world. They lack the strength, the resolve, and the spirit to endure the trials of true warriors." The room erupted in agreement. Species from every corner of the galaxy, scaled, furred, and plated, chattered their approval. Their luminous forms pulsed with derisive laughter. To these beings, humanity was an anomaly, a weak race fortunate to survive this long amidst the stars. The general's spiked carapace shifted as he leaned forward, his voice now a low, menacing growl. "Let them prove me wrong. Let them face a test that no weakling could survive. I wager they won't even dare send anyone." As the room fell silent, a sneer twisted his features. "One champion. That's all they're allowed. One soldier to face the might of our trial. No reinforcements. No weapons beyond what they can carry. No mercy." The terms hung heavy in the air, their cruelty apparent. A ripple of amusement swept through the assembly as another alien muttered, "If they come at all, it will be a spectacle of their futility." Far away, on Earth, the atmosphere was starkly different. In the high command chamber buried deep beneath the surface, humanity's leaders gathered in tense silence. A holographic projection of the alien general played on a loop, his mocking challenge echoing through the room. A grizzled general slammed his fist on the table, breaking the oppressive quiet. "We can't ignore this," he said, his voice gruff. "But we can't afford to lose either." Another voice, calm but weary, replied, "Our resources are stretched thin. Our best soldiers, they're needed elsewhere. We can't risk sending someone unprepared into what is surely a death trap." A heavy pause followed, the weight of their predicament settling over them. Then, from the corner of the room, a quiet voice cut through the tension. "I'll go." All heads turned toward the speaker. A soldier stepped forward, nondescript in appearance, their posture relaxed yet commanding attention. Their file, hastily displayed on a nearby console, revealed little: an exemplary service record, a list of commendations, and an air of mystery. "You don't know what you're volunteering for," one of the commanders said, his skepticism thinly veiled. The soldier's gaze didn't waver. "I know enough. They think we're cowards. They need to learn we're not." Despite initial protests, the decision was made. Earth's leadership convened behind closed doors, arguing into the night. Ultimately, the volunteer was approved. They were given no grand send-off, no parade, only quiet handshakes and solemn nods as they boarded the sleek craft that would carry them to the alien battlefield. In their final moments on Earth, the soldier glanced back at the planet, a fragile blue dot suspended in the void. The weight of humanity's future rested on their shoulders, but they carried it without complaint. The craft's engines roared to life, and with a single burst of light they were gone. The council chambers echoed with the words of the alien general, but Earth had made its move. Whether it was a mistake or a masterstroke, only time would tell. The craft descended onto the battlefield, its sleek frame cutting through the thick, turbulent skies of an alien world. The planet's surface was a nightmare, a hell's cape of jagged black rocks, rivers of molten acid, and a sulfuric haze that clung to everything like a toxic shroud. In the distance, enormous creatures with razor-sharp limbs prowled, their guttural cries echoing through the air. Mechanical sentinels hovered ominously, their red eyes scanning for movement, ready to unleash destruction. As the ramp lowered, the soldiers stepped out, their boots crunching against the volcanic terrain. They scanned the horizon, assessing every potential threat with a calm, practiced demeanor. The silence of the alien spectators, watching through their advanced monitors, was palpable. Surely, they thought, no one could survive here for long. The soldier adjusted a lightweight pack, the only equipment allowed, and took their first steps into the battlefield. The traps came quickly. A sudden hiss erupted as the ground beneath the soldiers shifted, revealing sharp metallic spikes poised to impale. But the soldier was faster, diving forward and rolling out of harm's way. Their movements were fluid, calculated, as if they had been anticipating this exact scenario. In another instant, a creature lunged from the shadows, its insected body snapping and clawing. The soldier sidestepped with precision, using the momentum to shove the creature into a bubbling stream of acid. It screeched as it dissolved, but the soldier didn't flinch. Survival here required focus, not sentimentality. They didn't just evade, they adapted. A few hours into the trial, the soldier discovered a cache of discarded alien technology, remnants of past battles. Carefully examining the pieces, they rigged together a crude but effective tool, a makeshift energy shield from a damaged drone. This, combined with their intimate knowledge of terrain tactics, turned the environment itself into an ally. The acidic rivers became barriers to funnel pursuing enemies. The jagged rocks provided cover and ambush points. Traps were dismantled, their components repurposed to set counter traps for the machines. The alien spectators, initially amused by the soldier's predicament, now watched with growing unease. The trial was designed to break any challenger, yet this human wasn't just surviving, they were mastering the field. Flashbacks interwove with the action, glimpses of the soldier's rigorous training on Earth. Crawling through mud under fire, scaling cliffs in zero gravity, deciphering alien tech simulators, all of it had prepared them for this. Where others would see impossibility, they saw opportunity. Hours turned into what felt like days. The air thickened with tension as the trial's final challenge emerged, a towering, armored alien combatant, the apex predator of this battlefield. Its every step sent tremors through the ground, and its multiple arms bristled with weapons that glowed ominously. The alien spectators leaned in, eager for the inevitable demise of the human. The soldier didn't charge recklessly. Instead, they studied the combatant, observing its patterns, weaknesses, and the rhythm of its movements. When the creature struck, its massive claws slicing through the air, the soldier ducked and rolled, narrowly avoiding death. Using the crude energy shield, they deflected blows just enough to counterattack, aiming for joints and exposed circuits. The battle was relentless, each side giving everything. Finally, with one decisive move, the soldier used the environment to their advantage. Luring the combatant to an unstable ledge, they triggered a trap of their own making. The ledge collapsed, sending the behemoth crashing into the acid below. It thrashed and roared but was ultimately consumed by the hostile environment. The battlefield fell eerily quiet, save for the hissing of acid and distant howls of wildlife. The soldier turned to leave but froze as a small, injured alien creature emerged from the rubble. It whimpered, its body trembling in fear and pain. The soldier knelt, offering water from their canteen. The creature hesitated, then drank. In the control room, alien spectators gasped. Compassion was a foreign concept to them, a sign of weakness. Yet here, the human champion displayed it openly. The alien general watched in silence, his earlier sneer now replaced with an unreadable expression. Standing amidst the chaos, the soldier looked up at the nearest surveillance drone, their defiant gaze cutting through the screen to the heart of the alien council chambers. The message was clear: humanity was more than they had ever imagined. The air in the arena crackled with tension as the alien general descended from his elevated platform. His imposing figure loomed over the battlefield, exuding a terrifying aura of authority and malice. His armor gleamed with intricate patterns, each etched with the victories of countless battles. In one hand, he carried a blade pulsating with energy, its edge sharp enough to slice through the toughest alloys. His other hand flexed, claws glinting under the stark artificial light. The soldiers stood motionless, their expression unreadable. They carried no weapon, no shield, just the resolve that had carried them through the brutal trial. The general sneered, his voice a low growl. "Do you truly believe you can stand against me, human? Your kind has been weighed and found wanting." The battle began in an instant. The general lunged, his movements deceptively fast for his massive size. The soldier sidestepped, the blade narrowly missing, leaving a glowing scar in the ground. Each strike came with calculated ferocity, designed to overwhelm and crush any opposition. But the soldier didn't falter. They moved with precision, exploiting every pause, every overreach. When the general overcommitted to a sweeping attack, the soldier darted close, planting a small device, a scavenged alien charge, on his armor. It detonated with a flash, staggering the general and exposing vulnerable circuitry beneath the plating. The crowd of alien spectators erupted in shock. The soldier pressed the advantage, using the environment to outmaneuver the larger foe. But the battle wasn't just physical. Between exchanges, the soldiers spoke, their words steady and deliberate. You think strength is domination. But true strength is adaptation, resilience, and knowing when to change. The general roared, anger clouding his judgment. The soldier used his fury against him, baiting him into mistakes. In the final moment, the soldier activated a hidden trap, a mechanism reprogrammed during the trial. It unleashed a surge of energy that immobilized the general. The soldier stepped forward, standing over their fallen opponent. They didn't deliver a finishing blow. Instead, they turned to the surveillance drones, their voice carrying a quiet authority. This is humanity. We endure, we adapt, and we prevail. The silence in the council chamber was deafening. Aliens from across the galaxy watched, their disbelief palpable. The general, undefeated for centuries, had fallen, not through brute strength, but through ingenuity, strategy, and a refusal to be broken. In the aftermath, the soldier addressed the alien council. You see us as weak because we lack your power, your technology. But what you call weakness is our greatest strength. Under pressure we thrive. Underestimating us was your mistake. One you won't make again. Their words hung in the air, resonating with the silent crowd. The alien leaders, for the first time, saw humanity not as fragile prey but as a force to be reckoned with. The soldier, battered but unbroken, turned and walked away, leaving the council to grapple with their new reality. Back on Earth, the soldier's return was met with quiet awe. No grand parades or public celebrations marked the moment. They disembarked their craft and vanished into anonymity, their identities shrouded in mystery. Rumors spread. Some said they were a veteran of countless covert missions, others speculated they were an ordinary soldier thrust into extraordinary circumstances. In the days that followed, Earth's leaders reflected on the victory. The message was clear: humanity, despite its flaws and vulnerabilities, was stronger than anyone had imagined. A new chapter in human history had begun, one where they were no longer seen as mere survivors but as equals among the stars. As the soldiers sat alone, staring at the endless expanse of space, their thoughts lingered on the challenges yet to come. Humanity had won this battle, but the galaxy was vast, and other trials awaited. With a quiet resolve, they rose, ready for whatever lay ahead. The lesson was simple yet profound. Underestimation breeds downfall. The aliens had learned this the hard way, and now, the galaxy would never look at humanity the same way again.